Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Plays, and today I wanted to talk about the hashtag Fix Madden franchise movement that I saw trending on Twitter. The Fix Madden franchise movement started because essentially the people who are devoted to this game and love the franchise mode wanted EA to commit to making new updates and great changes to it, and they simply did not. As we can see from these Twitter posts, they all say essentially the same thing. Nothing has changed and you have stopped innovating. It is pretty impressive, actually, to see fans of the game be so vocal about their disapproval of the direction a game is going in, and it got me thinking, when is it right to innovate in a game, and when is it good to just settle down and stay the same? My channel focuses around FPS and survival games, but this question is very important to these as well. For example, we can look at Call of Duty and their long line of games and come to the conclusion that for the most part, ever since Modern Warfare at least, they have been essentially the same in gameplay and methods and mechanics. There are a few outliers, of course, for example, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, but they were not well received because they departed too drastically, at least, from what players knew, what Call of Duty is known for, and it felt like a totally different game. So the question is the same: when is it right to change and when is it wrong? For Call of Duty, the answer may very well be never. Never change, not in any major way at least, because as you have seen in the past, the fans get angry. But when they don't change, they get accused of releasing the same game with different skins year after year. It is, as you would say, damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of a situation. But what about survival games? Specifically zombie survival games. Are gamers not tired of these same tropes that get overused in these games? The setting is usually Russia or America, the zombies are more of a hindrance than a threat, the hunger and food requirements to keep your character alive are tedious and unfulfilling, and the world is usually bland. Where Call of Duty players are looking for solid gameplay, zombie survival gamers are looking for a revolution in the genre. The question of when innovation is needed, I think, can usually be answered by the fan base. For the case of Madden, the fans have clearly spoken and are speaking with their wallets as well as leveraging social media to their advantage. For Call of Duty, the fans seem to want more of the same, which is just fine. Just tweak some stuff, make it more balanced, more polished, and they'll be happy. Zombie survival gamers want a refreshing and new experience that can redefine the genre. The fans know what they want in a game, and it is frustrating for me as a gamer to see such a disconnect between us and the developers of these games. Part of the issue is that we gamers will buy the newest game anyways, regardless of our disapproval of it, because we don't do our research first and we just blindly purchase the game with the faint hope that it will be a different one than the last. Or maybe that the better graphics will make up for the lack of originality. Pre-orders are another issue, at least when it comes to AAA title games. They don't need your money to continue making the game for you, and in return for your early purchase, you usually get some in-game item that nobody will care about in 2 months, or some very lackluster item in real life. Example would be Fallout 76's quote-unquote burlap sacks. The people who need you to take a chance on them so they can continue developments are these small indie developers, reputable ones I should be specific, who are trying to make a game that they would like to play themselves. So I suppose the point of this video is to say, look at the Madden franchise fan base on Twitter and be inspired to start movements in the gaming area. Our voices and our wallets can make a difference. Whatever change you want to see in the games you like, they can happen if it's something the majority of the community wants as well. But the majority must be vocal. There is no voting here. This is not politics. There is no use for a silent majority. The majority must be vocal and they must be heard and make changes that need to happen. So thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. If you did, then maybe that means you really liked it. And if you did like it, then I would encourage you to consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, sharing it with your friends, and maybe even leaving a comment down below saying hey. And with all that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Path out.